goeie, ek sien nou nog in my eie span die effek daarvan. Niemand sou die kans gehad het nie. Voorheen vir die nuwe mense moes jy ten minste VIP level bereik het voordat jy na 'n leadership meeting toe kon gaan. So te danke aan die roadshow se getalle wat te min was. Ek soek altyd vir die positief en 'n negatief. Het hulle besluit dat almal wat reeds kaartjies gekoop het kan onmiddellik die leadership bywoon. In my span was ons 4 wat die leadership bygewoon het en daai 4 mense perform. Ons is 4 of 5 en ek sal vir julle sê dit maak die wêreld se verskil. Vir my persoonlik, as jy VIP level bereik het, dan het jy klaar die resep hoe om verder te gaan, want jy moes tot VIP gekom het. Maar volgens my opinie is die wat consultants is, het dit die meeste nodig om te hoor wat om te doen. Right, so I'll switch to English now. Klaar met die Afrikaanse airtime het uitgeloop. Right, so we were trained that this company was brought to South Africa in COVID. Those who have been part of Organo for very long will know when COVID was at its worst, Organo was brought to South Africa for the first time. Hence the reason that all business and all everything was done on your phone because we were in a full lockdown. You were not able to visit anybody. We were all locked down in our homes and many people couldn't work. So at that stage, it was a very good thing. Many people took salary cuts. Some people had no income in COVID. So people were on social media 24/7. So what worked way back then 5 years ago and what's working now, we have to adapt with the fact that we're not in full lockdown anymore. We don't say it's not working. We're not saying that social media is not working, but for sure, social media is not the only thing that we do. Due to the fact that if you try the same thing and you don't get results, it's time that you try something else. So we hear every day from our mentors, we need to show up every day, we need to advertise, you need to update your statuses at least 2 to 3 times a day, not everything at once, because people are on their phones different times of the day. Think of yourself, when you open your eyes, the first thing you do is you see if there's messages on your phone. Once you are awake enough and you're busy making your coffee, you see if there's any important messages on your phone that needs your attention immediately. So people are on their phones like before they go to work, whilst getting ready, then they start preparing to go to work, then maybe in tea time or in lunchtime. And then like now it's a busy time of the evening, people are busy preparing supper, getting the kids ready for bed. And then once the kids are in bed, they start looking on social media again. Hence the reason you have to show up in different times of the day. Don't put everything in the morning on your phone, because then everything is going to stop all your updates, and then there's nothing on your WhatsApp status or there's nothing on your business page. Okay, so Cornell made us thinking. She switched our mind in a total different direction. She actually gave us the idea and said that there are teams that are trying this already. We intend to speak and connect with people that we feel comfortable to connect with. Now before the leadership, I'm the biggest one for that because I was the first one to put my hand up and say there's so many scams, there's so many people that can steal your information, there's so many people that try to put out they're interested in the opportunity, but maybe they're just trying to get your information to hack you, etc. We have to be alert, we have to be hands-on, but there is an opportunity still, even being hands-on, to start connecting with your direct people. So the first thing that I did for my team, I'm sharing tonight what's working for us at the moment for our growth and what's really helping us a lot to get people to not just make use of the free sign up, because there's always people that will drop out, even because it's the free sign up. There's already dropped people out that we've signed, because as time prolongs, they try, they advertise, and they see, oh, it's actually hard work and it's not that easy. Because if it was easy, we would have been 10 times the numbers of representatives and consultants that we are. It's hard work. It's staying committed and staying positive, even when the going gets tough, because sometimes you will get a lot of hits in 1 week. You will get a lot of inquiries. You will do a lot of sales. Other months, it's slow. It's been very slow since November. I can see the pattern because I write everything down in my business, because that's the only way that I can monitor my personal growth and my team's growth, is by writing it in reports. And then I track my reports. And that shows that since November, since we had that price, the 16% last month definitely helped. But this month, again, the sales are very much slower. But it's like anything in life, it's curves up and down. And that's when you need to be strong. And when you have to keep your mind clear, it's when it's quiet and you have to plan around that. So Cornell told us that there's some of the teams that we have to look at all the different culture groups. So immediately I was like, okay, now it's getting challenging. And we actually role played in the second part after she gave us all the information, and we were brainstorming how can we make this work for us, for our teams. So what we decided as our team, because we are hesitant, we decided that we are going to start with our immediate circle of people that we have contact with. So what we did is, we all started with our own domestic workers, our own gardeners. Now, in my team, one of my downlines have already signed up her domestic worker for September or October last year, and she was actually using it for her own convenience, just for the benefit of the product. And eventually, after the training, we started thinking, okay, so we have somewhere to start. This person has already been introduced to the products. She's been using the Kai. We had testimonials from her. And she started getting inquiries already at that stage last year due to her weight loss in 4 months. And that was just a clear sign that we just have to, it's working. This is actually working. We just need to endure and think out of the box. So that is what we are currently doing in my team. We're starting with our own direct, like our domestic workers, our gardeners, the people that we interact, because the trust is already there. The loyalty is already there. So we made an experiment. So this one person that we signed, that Lurita already signed, she's very clued up already, but she's just selling the Kai and she's selling the black. So what Cornell explained to us is that your African community, your squatter camp, the people that stay in the squatter camps, most of them live in poverty. They eat a lot of starch, they eat bread, they drink a lot of sugar. You will see when they work in your houses as well, that they add a lot of sugar to their coffee and tea, because that gives them the instant energy. So their diet is, they malnutrition. So they do have health issues. They do have health challenges. And I can tell you, since we've started implementing, if you want to see loyalty, we are experiencing it firsthand. If you want to see loyalty, you will see loyalty from your people that you think can't afford this product. That is the people that's actually purchasing this product at 10 Rand a shot. So what we do in my team, we supply them with a bottle of Kai to start their business. Obviously, they don't have money to buy a starter pack. It's free sign up now, and the free sign up just came in time for us to actually experiment with this. So what we do is we take an ice cream 2-liter bowl, cup, and we give them a little notebook and we give them a pen. We first train them, all the do's, all the don'ts. We give them the product knowledge. We do one-on-one training with them. Before you send them out to go and actually try and sell that product, they must be informed. They must have the knowledge. What I did with my domestic today, I signed her up last week, And today she only left a week later. I was chatting to her all the time, getting her excited. So I'm privileged. She has education. She has 5 different qualifications. So I know she knows how to work with people. So today she left with an A4 folder. In that folder, on the front page, I put a picture of her as brand ambassador, a color picture. I laminated the file. In the file, I put right in the front all the what newbies should know, those questions that you need to ask. Do you drink any medication? Do you have any health challenges? Do you have low blood pressure? Do you have high blood pressure? Do you have any issues or challenges? Because that immediately takes it out of the way if she can sell anything to them. So she left very well informed about what she needs to do before she sells anything. So she left in a box with 1 bottle of Kai. Then we purchased these small little, like the Spur and all the restaurants sell the sauces in those little holders. It's 25 ml, you get 30 ml holders. So I went and I purchased 20 because in a bottle of Kai, I think there's 250 ml and it's 15 ml servings. So Cornell also gave us the idea of selling it in little shots at 10 Rand a shot, because obviously you need to make it affordable for the people. So once you start selling and you actually see that they see the cash in their hand, that's the first thing that you need to know, is these people need money. So when you with people that is actually very poor, then they want to speak about the money they can earn. Once you tell them the money they can earn, we don't speak thousands, we don't speak 100, we just speak about making the profit. You explain to them, you're going to purchase this at cost, you're going to sell it at retail, you make the profit, they pay you, you've got the cash in your hands. So what we do is we train them to sell. I first see if they can sell that 1 bottle of Kai, if they can manage to sell the shots, because it's not, sales is not in everybody's blood. You will have people that maybe try it and they see 2 or 3, they get 2 or 3 shots sold at 10 Rand. And then I also tell them to keep the holder, because otherwise you must purchase holders all the time. They can come back and buy another 10 Rand shot. But the main important thing about this is you can't send that person out without the knowledge. You need to train that person very well and make sure that they know everything that we know about the products before they sell anything. Make sure they're not allergic to iodine. Make sure if they know if they're allergic to iodine, because we don't want to cause anybody to get sick or that there's some repercussions. So definitely very important to train them very well. But once they made that first sale and they see the cash come in, they have a little notebook as well with a pen in the book. And there they take everybody that purchased from them, they take their number, and they, after 2 or 3 days, follow up. Because remember, every day they travel to work, to and fro, with the same group of people. They sit in the taxi. So what we suggest for them to get the people interested is to actually, she's now left today with a folder on her lap in the taxi. So first of all, she's gonna speak loud in the taxi and page through this file and speak about this product. And everybody sitting around it, it's going to attract their attention. They're gonna want to know what it is. And that's her first way of connecting. Exactly now, 2 years ago, I signed up with Urbano for the first time. Now, it was the 20th of March. I will be in Urbano 2 years. And up till now, I can promise you, my best... Oh, there's people in the waiting room. Sorry. I see, maybe that's why Madeleine tried to call me now. So what they do is... sorry, I'm just admitting these people. That must be why Madeleine was calling me. Okay. Phew, sorry. Is there anybody else in the waiting room? Okay. Right. I think I admitted everybody. Sorry about that. So, as I said, important, first of all, knowledge is power. You can't start giving anything to anybody to sell if you don't train them properly. So that's what we do. If there's as soon as there's 2 or 3, we sit around a table. We first do product training, and then after that, we send them with then first just 1 bottle of Kai with the little shot holders, with a little notebook, with a pen, well equipped. And if you want to, even better, you can brand them with an OG, anything of OG, that they sort of travel in the taxi like with the OG little, it's part of your business tools. So if you now see they're successful, it's also nice. As I said, my domestic left today with a folder with a picture as brand ambassador on the A4 folder. She felt very, very good leaving here with a folder filled with a lot of things, and she's going to chat in the taxi, and she's going to interact, and she's going to draw attention, and she's going to sell her 10 Rand shots. First, do the checklist. Obviously, I said that 3, 4, 5 times to make sure that it goes in. Once she sold that bottle of Kai, she brings the cash to me. So what we do with them, we help them to start their business because they need the money. So my negotiation with her when she returned from Zim, I said to her, I'm not going to give you a salary increase this month. I'm going to help you to start your own business because she's been working with me for 5 years. I've been part of Organo for 2 years. She's here. She sees I'm on my laptop. She sees the orders coming in and out. So she already knows this business works because she's watching me, what I'm doing. But never, ever I've given it a thought to empower her with her degrees. I've never, ever thought of it to sign her up and give her the chance to start her own business. Somebody is not muted. Then you just make sure you mute it? Thank you. So today she left with her folder, with her Kai. So I'm going to check in with her because she only works once a week and see, is she managing to sell her shots? Once she's sold that bottle, she's going to bring the cash. I'm going to give her another bottle. And we're going to start putting the money away till she has enough to buy an ignition starter pack. So my goal for her is that somebody's not muted, please. Just make sure you mute her. So the main thing for me is that she must see her own growth also. She must see that I said to her today when I sent her away with her folder with her Kai, I said to her, our goal is by the 29th of February, you have free membership for a year. I want you to be active. What does that mean? I want you to purchase your starter pack. She has 2 weeks to do that. And she can pop in with me, whatever she needs. If she's not there the end of the month, I already negotiated with her. I said, we use the cash that we have of your sales that you've made, and I will help you to purchase your starter pack. And then as you sell, we just deduct it. So I'm helping her to start her business. So this is the way that I want to do it for her because she can earn far more. She already trusts me. She's working for me for 5 years. The loyalty is there. So what more do I need? She's got the will to want to make this work. And guess what? She can earn 10 times more from Organo than the increase that I can give her for the year. So that is our place of where we are thinking and working and training. What we do, you're going to have language barriers. Obviously, if you start introducing Xhosa people, and she's going to tell people. So we don't actually go out and go look for the people in the squatter camps. We send and equip our domestics, and they start interacting, and they bring us the leads, and then we help them to get them signed under them to build their team. So they bring the people to us because they travel in the taxi to and fro every day. If you think of the living conditions, all those people are malnutrition. Can you imagine? The Kai is so affordable. The testimonials for my team that has come in from my teamies, from the Kai, since we started doing this, it's mind-blowing. We have in Xhosa our own first testimonial that she actually wrote in Xhosa of an umbilical cord. that they used with the Kai. So obviously they will do all the tests, and as I said, we don't want people to be allergic to iodine. That's why the training is important. But I can tell you it works. There's lots of these people that, as you drive now, once that Cornell actually trained us now to start introducing to other people as well in different culture groups. Now you suddenly drive and you see people sitting next to the road, and you think these people are sitting there because they don't have work, they don't have money, they live in poverty, they don't have an income. You don't have to approach them. You can use then your people that you've signed up already to approach those people waiting there for the taxi, sitting there amongst the street. You don't actually have to do that. So that's what we're experimenting with now. We're very much in the baby phase of that. But is it working? Yes. Do they love it? Yes. They feel so empowered. They feel they mean something. And can you imagine if this thing starts snowballing, the snowball effect? And I can already say now, in this short period since the leadership up till now, we can see where is the loyalty, where it's coming from. These people are hungry to make a success because they also are goal driven, like we have goals and we have dreams, but they just don't have the guidance. And that's why we are there as mentors, to help them, to train them. It's so sweet. The one that's been in the longest, she's signed up, as I said before, we were introduced to this way of getting people into the business. Her goal is she wants to rent. She wants to get out of Khayelitsha. She wants to be able to rent a 1-bedroom flat in Bellville closer to her work. What a goal. And you know what? She's got the means and the ways to get there. You won't believe how many people she's brought as contacts since we gave her the opportunity and we empowered her with a business and explained and showed her how much money she can earn. Because remember, in the beginning, you can't go and do the whole compensation plan and go berserk. These people will run away. You must literally just, in that first week, they must earn money. How do they earn money? That's how we help them to earn money in the first week. We give them the first bottle of Kai. It's affordable enough. And we say, this is yours. I am helping you to start your business by giving you this bottle. I'm giving you everything you need to sell. I give the little containers. I give the little notebook. I give all the training. And then she comes back, she brings the money, I give her another bottle of Kai, and I put that money aside till we have enough to sign her. And I said to her, the 29th of February, you will be a representative, and I can give you a letter. She will be active the 29th of February, the way she left here this afternoon. And she's not going to be quiet about that, because that is how we've seen with the other people. The moment they speak on the taxi, the people ask, "Oh, what's that? What's that about? I want to know." They purchase, they come back, they purchase another shot. So what I did differently with her, we're experimenting for now. I gave her 30 ml holders and I gave her 25 ml holders. So I said to her, if they just give you 10 rand, you sell one shot. If they want to purchase more, like a double shot, it's 20 rand, but then you must tell them they must only, I put a little 5 ml teaspoon in her buck as well, that I'm sure she doesn't overdose them. And most importantly is they must pour it from the Kai bottle in front of that person, because they also very much sort of, aren't you going to poison me? What's this? That you can't put it in little holders and give it to the person. They must actually open the bottle and put it in that little holder and container right in front of them, show them the seal, that it's a small little circle, and that they actually know this is what they're drinking. They show them that she's got all the information in her folder. So before she sells the shot, she will make sure she did all those checks, because she's trained to do that. She will make sure that they know they're getting all those benefits from that one shot. And the feedback that we're getting is really amazing. This is helping such a lot. We have 4 that's active already. The one has actually already purchased her second. She purchased the first pack now from all her sales. The first that when she went active, she did in portions, but now from all her sales, she actually came back and she purchased her own ignition starter pack for the second round. So you can just imagine what that means for that person, how empowered she feels to make a difference, that there's nobody that can block her from her income. What she puts in, I always train my team, time, effort equals income. If you spend a half an hour, and that's the effort you put in your business will pay you for a half an hour. And that's the important thing, that you must actually make them earn money that first week. All you need to tell is you just focus on retail. I mentioned to her when she left today, I said, you know, you see me drinking my black every morning. So if you show to me now by next Monday, even before that, can be sold, that bottle of Kai. Once it's sold, you let me know, because she only works here once a week on a Monday. I said, and as soon as you sold your second bottle of Kai, I'm going to start giving you loose sachets of black to sell. A few, and you first try it. And then I'll train her on the black. And that's the way I'm getting her towards the ignition starter pack. So that's the thing we're doing with our team. We're only sticking to the black and the Kai. And then also, obviously, the Supreme. That we will bring in later. But for now, it's just the black and the Kai till they have the product knowledge, but start just with the Kai. It's too overwhelming to give them and send them away with 2 products. Once you see they're successful, they manage to sell and they can do it, then you introduce the black, and then you can start empowering them to sell the black as well. So they only need to know they are purchasing at cost, selling at retail, they're immediately making that profit. So for the start, you are taking that knock, I want to say, by investing in them, by supplying that first bottle of Kai. That's by choice. You can make them pay back, but it's just going to take them longer to actually feel that they're earning money that's worth it for them to try longer. As I say, by the second bottle of Kai and the time that it took to sell that bottle, you would be able to see, can this person actually sell? Are they getting it sold? And you will really be amazed to see, you maybe think, oh, I wonder if my domestic will be able to do this. You won't know if you don't try. But I also want to say that you need to guide her and equip her. If you don't guide her, support her, and equip her, she's not going to make it. It's not like, oh, this is easy, quick money. We're going to push her out there and get her doing the sales. It's not going to work. It's like anything else. What you put in, you're going to get out. I don't want to do the training too long. The other thing that I want to also mention is I love watching all the different leaders training. And it was actually on one of my TikToks, Sipiwe commented. He loves commenting on my TikToks. And then I sent him a personal message, and he did 2 opportunity calls recently. And I must say, it's very good to watch other people's opportunity calls also, because everybody has a different way of approaching how they do it. And it's good if you watch the trainings of all the different leaders. I learn from each and every leader. I learn every single time I watch their trainings. I take notes, I go through those notes, and I apply and I learn. And if you have that mindset of being a student all the time, why are we doing this? We're all doing this for the same reason.
Why?
We want to make a difference, first of all, with our products. We have a world-class product. We have an award-winning products. We have a global opportunity. It's like sitting on a pot of gold and you're keeping it all for yourself. You just need to take that first step. You just need to have the courage to try. What do you have to lose? They can only say no. You have nothing to lose. And as I said, that first bottle of Kai will show how long they take to sell it. Are they getting it sold? If you see they're battling, then you guide them accordingly. but yeah, you just need to open up your mind, be open-minded. You don't have to do that dangerous part to go and hunt, as I say. They bring the leads and you sign them under those people. So what we are negotiating now, we have this one that she can actually, for the Xhosa, then she sits in and she would translate. So if they are not very strong on the English, the one that's already successful, that ordered the second pack, she would sit around the table, she would present in Xhosa what we're saying, she would explain in Xhosa, because we already had an incident where somebody thought and somebody influenced this person after we did the training, and she came back and she said, sorry, I'm not going to do this because you people just want to make money from out of us. So somebody that she works for on the other days must have influenced her and said, no, those people, it's Ponzi scheme and this, they're going to take your money and you're going to bring in the work, you're not going to earn. And that is where we rectified it and said to her, we have a world-class product. We're putting the car in your hand. You have a product. This is not a Ponzi. You are marketing this product. You're selling the product. And we actually helped her, and she came back and she said she's very sorry she was wrong because she was influenced by somebody else. So I'm just warning you, that would also possibly happen. It happened with her very first training, but she came back and we just said to her, no, nobody's forcing you. We are giving you this opportunity. You can try it. You have nothing to lose. We have nothing to lose. I'm investing in you already, so I have to lose, but I'm investing in you because I'm believing that you are able and capable of doing this. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome. As I say, this is we're experimenting. At this stage, it's a use experiment, but with very fantastic results. And if I can honestly tell you, from the dropouts and the people that are actually making this work, there's a lot of people that are hungry to make this opportunity work for them. If you give them proper training, if you're there for them and you support them and you equip them, it will work. You're more than welcome to pop messages on WhatsApp. Contact on WhatsApp if you want to try this and you're not sure how we're doing it. As I say, we've been doing it now since the leadership meeting. That very first day after the leadership meeting, the Saturday, that Monday, I had to go for a cell phone repair. My screen protector was damaged. So I tried this on this owner of the cell phone shop. I walked in, I just had my hair cut, and this guy made a comment and he said, wow, ma'am, you look so healthy. You're glowing, your skin is glowing and your hair looks so healthy. And I said, oh, thank you. It's my coffee that I drink. So immediately, he opened the conversation. I always have samples in my sachet. It's our business cards as we taught. I immediately left I only had a Supreme in my handbag. As Cornell said, married counselor. I don't know if he needed marriage counseling, but that's all I had. So I gave him the Supreme. I said 7% Ganoderma. We had a nice conversation. Fortunately, at that stage, there wasn't any clients in the shop. So I could conversate to him a bit. I left him. He called me the next morning. When I woke up, I had a message on my phone. He says, you know, I had that coffee. The next moment, within a half an hour, I could feel the energy here. And he put his hand on his head. He said the energy was here. He said, man, I love that coffee. I said, okay. I went back after a week. I gave him a sachet of black. I said, I want you to try black as well. This is my favorite. So I gave him another sample. And I went back. He said, you know, I had the black. I didn't feel it up here, like with the Supreme. But then I swapped sachets for him, and that he had black and Supreme, 10 of each to try. So now after 10 days, I'm going back. And then he purchased the box of black on my business link. Don't forget about the business link, the 10% discount. It's really awesome for a new customer to know that they can get a further discount, especially now that the 16% is not running anymore. Use your business link. Organo reimburses you then afterwards for your commission, but the customers love to purchase on the business link. It's hassle-free for you. They sign up, they feel comfortable because they don't know you. Maybe it's a new customer. They can do the payment from their side. It works fantastic. I love using my business link. It's hassle-free, and they love scoring that 10% as a welcome gift in the beginning. So 10 days later, I'll be back and see how he's doing. So when I popped in the second time, I was so amazed. There was 2 customers. So he came and he said, there's such lots of coffee shops. I don't know any coffee shop that sells this organic coffee. You don't think we should franchise this, like with a coffee shop? He said, I'm going to speak to my wife. I'm coming back to you. It came from him, from 2 sachets. I invested with my business card and I went back there and he purchased on the business thing. I gave him the black. I exchanged because I want to keep my customer happy. And if he messages me at 10 o'clock in the evening, I answer his message because I value his business, because I know he is business orientated. And he will definitely, once he experiences the difference between the two, decide what he's going to use. And he said, I'm going to chat to you soon about a business proposal. And that came from just a comment he made. And I handed him a sachet when I left and said, try this and give me feedback. So yeah, I'm going to cut it short there. It's 40 minutes into the training. Thank you for tuning in. You're more than welcome to send me a message if you want to know anything further or more or guidance how we do it. If you missed the first part, sorry, I didn't see. I saw Madeleine calling me, but I didn't know it was people in the waiting room. So those who missed the first part, you're more than welcome to watch the recording. And if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to message me. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening further, and I'm more than willing to support and help where I can. Bye-bye.